Yo guys, what is up? It is Mastaris here, coming at you with another Halo 5 video today, and it is indeed a news video, which is quite surprising considering the fact that Halo 5 is almost 2 years old already. So some news was unexpected, to say the least, because generally in the game industry, the big games like Halo or Call of Duty, etc. aren't exactly supported as much after 2 years after their release. This has been the case for every single Halo game previously. But for Halo 5 we're going to be receiving a huge update. We already know we're getting the 4K update, but there's going to be more to this update than just the fancy 4K upgrade for people that have the 4K hardware. We're going to be getting some extra goodies on the side as well, and according to community manager Sketch, we got here some information on what exactly we could be expecting. So first of all, they're teasing there's going to be a lot of bug fixes, and which is going to be really good because there are currently some bugs in Halo 5 which are quite annoying, but removing these little shitty bugs would make the game considerably better. None of these bugs are game breaking, but they're definitely improve the quality of life in the game. For example, let's talk about the custom game bugs. So I think all of us that play custom games know there's some bugs within the custom games Halo 5. The Halo 5 custom games are really fun and really good, but custom games kind of make it sometimes a pain in the ass for some users. So hopefully getting rid of those is going to be reality. However, I think some of these bugs in custom games might be due to just the potato boxes limitations, but I could be wrong there. They might be fixable. Hopefully they are. I really want them to be fixable. So, it's not just going to be bugs in the 4K update, we're getting a huge SANDBOX update to Halo 5, one of the biggest ones yet they're teasing. So this is the really exciting part, because essentially it's going to be changing the game and making it more interesting, especially in the arena multiplayer part, which I'm really looking forward to trying anyway here. So, and also they have some other surprises. As I said, there are going to be some other big surprises on their way of this update as well. They'll be talking about that soon as well. Hopefully some content, maybe some rec drops, because we know there are some rec weapons and items that were cut in Halo 5. Maybe they could be potentially rolling out here, because we know that third grenade launcher variant was cut. Maybe that's one of the things coming with, or maybe brand new map even, but we'll have to wait and see. But we're gonna get some cool stuff, maybe some Forge stuff as well, which would be nice, but we'll have to wait and see. But let's talk about the SANDBOX update, because this is the big one apparently they're advertising in this 4K update or the fall update. So they got a few little teasers here, not exactly huge details, but some of the weapons within the sandbox will be retuned, rebalanced to make the overall Halo 5 sandbox a much more desirable state. So they plan to also strengthen for unique roles and establish strengthen and establish unique roles for each weapon and remove the role redundancy. So I think this is primarily targeted at some of the automatic weapons such as the SMG, assault rifle, storm rifle, etc. If I were to guess some of the changes, at least I hope that the assault rifle and the SMG will get a headshot damage reduction, because that feature calls for some lucky kills in range at least. Maybe they'll reduce the range of the SMG, because that thing can be pretty deadly in range as well. If you're lucky, that's mainly due to the headshot multiplier effect, so they definitely need to remove that. Hopefully they do. And one of our changes, I think that maybe the brute plasma rifle, they'll keep its very specific effect of being a really good shield burster, but reduce its damage output after the shields are depleted. Those are some of my guesses. Maybe they'll also work on the precision weapons as well. I definitely think they'll work on some of them as well, so that'll be pretty interesting to see. We'll have to wait on more details and those in the future, but they are planning on releasing a playtest playlist on this big sandbox change in the future, before the update actually releases. Then they tell you how exactly they came to the conclusion, but that some of these weapons need to be changed. So they use designer instincts and team feedback. They have a team of many members at 343, so they even have a pro team, so they listen their feedback on these weapons, and they probably take surveys and then decide on how to change the weapons up. And then they use in-game data, so they see where some weapons excel and where some weapons could be weaker at, so they might want to retune the weapons based off that data, because some weapons might be performing too well outside of their specific roles, and that's where they use the game data to decide on how to rebalance some of these weapons. Then they of course used the player feedback, not just pro players but also even casual players, through forum reports and official surveys as well. So that's how they came to the conclusion that some of the weapons need to be changed. So this is an unprecedented update as they advertise. So like I said, soon there'll be a playtest playlist for all of us to test out these new sandbox changes before they actually are finalized. And that's all the news we received so far on this update. They say that next week we'll get some specific information on specific weapon changes. So that's going to be very important. I'm not going to be here to cover that. I'm going to be on holiday. So you better stick around on Halowaypoint if you want to see them. Anyway, in other news, we got Team Skirmish, which has been removed from Halo 5 matchmaking. Free Industries are thinking about a replacement playlist for Team Skirmish. They'll probably be more popular than that playlist. It was removed because it wasn't as popular as its counterpart Team Arena and HCS. Then also later this month, when we're talking about Halo Wars 2, Yap Yap the Destroyer, the final leader for the Halo Wars 2 leader pass, will be releasing as well. And then at Gamescom this month we'll be receiving more Awakening for Nightmare news, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's about it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.